This is the year where you want to manifest everything that your heart desire. You've already heard of so many different manifestation techniques. So I'm not here to add many more on top of the list. Today, I just want to share with you two specific manifestation techniques that I applied. One led me to receive 6,000 euros and the other one led me to fly to the US, everything paid for me. So sit down and let's get started. Okay. The first one is back then when I was a wedding photographer. I'm talking 2 years ago, more or less. I was a wedding photographer, and at that moment, I needed an extra amount of money because, life was just happening on me based on who I was at the time. As many of you probably heard of Neville Goddard, and in one of his videos, he's actually advising people that when you go to bed, you can actually go wherever you want to go. You see that moment when you're laying on your bed with your eyes closed and you start thinking about your day, you start talking to people, stuff like that. He said, instead of doing all that stuff, you can actually go exactly where you want to go. It doesn't matter the city, the country, or even the situation. So for me, what I actually decided to do is I wanted to receive some money. I wanted to receive some extra money. So what I did instead was two things. First, when I was in bed, I was actually feeling the feeling that I would feel when I would receive an extra money, right? So I saw myself jumping around, holding my phone, screaming to my wife, baby, oh my God, I received extra money. Wow, this is crazy. I manifested it, right? So I did it for, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. And sometimes, some night I forgot, but the focus was definitely there. So I did that. But in addition to that, this is crazy. What I did is I took a 100 euros bill, right? I took the bill. I started looking at the bill. I was looking at it, and then I would close my eyes, picture the bill in my mind, make sure that I know exactly what the bill is about. And then I would open my eyes, look again, look every corner, put under the light, above the light, make sure that I can see everything. And then I will draw the bill, like make a physical representation of the bill in my mind so I can actually see it. I can actually see everything. Every single data that you see on the bill, I was able to see it on my mind, and I would do that right before going to bed, right? Those are the things that I would do. So at that moment then, I had a client who texted me telling me that, wait, which one was it first? Oh, yes, it was this client who actually decided to cancel her wedding. She canceled her wedding, and I remember thinking, oh wow, well, this is actually bad for business, but also for myself, because I am looking for extra money. But mind you, she canceled actually weeks before I started applying the manifestation techniques. So I apply everything that I just mentioned, and then one day, out of nowhere, that person who actually canceled the wedding comes and say, finally, I spoke with my husband and we decided that you are amazing. We want you to shoot our wedding, that it's your energy that we want to have. And that very same day, she wired me 3,000 euros. I was still living in my apartment in Brussels. My wife, back then girlfriend, was sleeping in a bed. And when I saw the money come, I just started jumping. Oh my God, baby, I have the money. Oh my God, baby, I have the money. I was jumping, screaming, oh my God, because it actually happened. It actually happened. I was like, wow, that was insane. Just talking about it put me back in that feeling again. It was really something to experience that. So that's the number one story. The second story, wait, let me, Sauce, can you bring it back to my head now? Because I don't have time to, this is a live. I make my videos because I don't want to cut. I want to finish filming and then I put it out. I finish filming and then I put it out. So what was the second? Oh yeah, the second is the one that actually brought me to the US. How can I forget? So back in December 2024, I have this idea to actually design my vision board. So, I go to different store to buy magazines, and on the 31st, my wife and I, back to my old apartment, we actually had like a big white piece of paper, maybe like the size of this one that you see here. We had all the magazines, and then we started cutting everything to stick the different photos on the vision board, right? I have mine, she has hers. And something that I did is I ended up printing the logo of a very specific company named Stan Store, right? It has a sign of $1 and the color is like bluish, something like that. So I put it on my vision board. And then right after I was done putting everything on the paper, I put this paper on the frame, like a gold frame. And then on the top of the upper left corner of the frame, I took another piece of paper of the size of a credit card, and there I wrote, Stan Store, best selling store. I am. That's what I did, right? But why did I do that? Because at that time, the challenge with Stephen Bartlett already started. I think it was day 1 or day 2. So mind you, now we are in June. We are already in June 2025. So the whole time my vision board was there since December 31st. But it's only in June that I added that extra card on the upper corner of my vision board that says Stan Store, best seller store, I am. Source, that which you call God. In all the scriptures, all the books that I've been reading said, all the masters, teachers, and healers throughout the histories in the known and unknown universe stated, I am. I am is their name. So whenever you are about to do something, make sure to include I am before, while, and after accomplishing the task. But anyway, I'm getting too excited here. So I then started something out of nowhere. I started putting a timer, 5 minutes every night before going to bed. I would sit and just look at my vision board. I have videos on this on my other Instagram. Just sitting. The videos, my camera is behind me. You can still see my logs. Just sitting, 5 minutes looking at the vision board and then go to bed. Sitting, look at it. I did it. And do you know what ended up happening? I swear I can't wait for the moment where I can actually have a dedicated video editor so my videos can be well edited, and when I speak you just have B-rolls and stuff coming. I have so many B-rolls. Bro, I ended up being second in a contest where more than 16,000 people applied. I ended up being second, and the prize that I won was to actually go to Los Angeles to meet Stephen Bartlett. I have pictures and all that on my Instagram. I think I should also put them on my website, because I'm such a fan of Stephen Bartlett. So that's actually what happened. But it is true that on top of doing what I did for the second example, I was meditating every day for 15 minutes, right? So manifestation is actually a thing. But I want to say this for the people here watching, especially for this guy talking. When you find something that is working, don't switch. Don't go for another one, which is what I always did. Like, even now that I'm talking the video, I'm like, why did I change? Well, like, the first one worked and then I switched. The second one worked and then I switched. And here I am wondering, no. When you find something that works, stick to it. Stick to it. And that's why now it's a bit of the same thing that I did for the second example that I gave you, that now I have this goal card where I wrote 3 of my goals here on this goal card. And multiple times a day, I just take it out and I look at it for 1 minute. And then I put it back multiple times a day. And here I have 3 goals. One has to do with my monthly revenue. The second one has to do with the amount of people that I want to have here on my YouTube account. And the third one has to do with the amount of people that I see in my private paid community, right? So guys, just to tell you, you can manifest everything. Why? Because the very life that you've been living is the one that you've been manifesting for so long without even being aware that that's how powerful you are. So make sure to identify which technique is okay for you, tap into it, and give you like a deadline. No, not a deadline, but a minimum amount of time through which you're going to practice that method. You can do 7 days, you can do 5 days, you can do 30 days, whatever. But once you define the time frame, stick to that. Do not do less. Do not do less. There is such a power when you say what you're going to do and then you do it. That's how you build self-confidence, because you said it and then you did it, right? So those are the stories that I actually wanted to share with you. Now, if after watching this, you feel like, okay, Brice, I want to work with you. How can I do that? How can you help me? Either on finding my new opportunity as a job, find my lover, or just even get more clarity on why am I here on earth? Well, you can always check the link in the description. You have all the links to actually work with me. You have my website, you have my Stan Store. And yeah, I would be really, really happy and privileged to work with you and help you fully remember who you really are. So yeah, see you in the next video. I love you. Peace.